Hangouts on Air is going away later this year for quick streaming. Try. Oh, great. Wonderful. Hi, welcome to the Red Cup Review. Apparently, I just got a message saying that Hangouts is going away. That's just lovely and wonderful, isn't it? All right, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We will get that thing sorted out, though, eventually at some point. All right.
Hey
How's
guys.
everybody doing?
What's up, guys?
We got Captain Awesome with us today. He won the championship baseball today, right? Your team won the championship game? Don't tell me. Tell them.
All right, guys. I won the baseball championship. Our team.
Nice.
I'll be right back.
He's going to go get his trophy, which is pretty awesome. He's proud.
What was this? What was the score?
7-5, I think.
Close game. What is he?
What
does he play? What position?
He's in the outfield now. They're kind of like, rotating like the young kids with the old ones because he plays like 8, 9, and 10. Mm-hmm. So he just turned 8. So he's kind of like on the lower half of like, they got 10-year-olds throwing bombs. Anyways, until Captain Awesome comes back, we want to welcome everybody to the live show. Looks like he's creeping in the background here. Come on, hurry it up, man. We got a live show to do.
All right, guys. This is the show. This is right here.
Bam. There's the championship trophy. Check it out. Right?
Nice.
Champions.
And it's not a participation trophy. You actually participated.
Yeah, I participated in that.
Yeah, but he actually participated in and then won the championship. So he got the championship trophy, his team, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We don't give out participation trophies here in the Red Cup Review. We give out real trophies. Here you go, kid. Congratulations.
Real trophies.
For real champions.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get to the.
I may just base this all up, but my trophy's gonna be the new guy that leads the show.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
I'll see you later.
See you later, guys. Subscribe to the Red Cup Review. Leave a like. Adios.
Nice. Isn't that freaking awesome? That is so awesome. I'm so proud of him. All right, guys. On with the show. What do we got going on tonight? Baz is joining me. It's going to be a low-key show, just the two of us. I don't want a copyright strike against me, but whatever.
You just there it goes.
There it goes. Just saying the words that said copyright strike should be.
You were just telling me, just like humming the theme song to the A-Team will get a copyright strike.
That's what I've been hearing and reading on these things. Anyways, okay. We're going to get into the collectibles in a second, but I want to go over what's going on and what's been going on with the Red Cup Review lately. First of all, come into the live chat. There's pretty much almost nobody watching right now. So if you're watching, if you're going to join on, please like the video. We are switching over on Facebook from the Red Cup Review page to the official Red Cup Review community, which will have its name changed at a later date. So for the time being, if you're in the Red Cup Review, go subscribe on Facebook to the official Red Cup Review community, or on the page rather. And if not, then you should just join it anyway. Okay, that's one set of news going on. Another set of news we got going on is the giveaway. Red Cup Review is doing a giveaway this week, and it ends, I believe, on Wednesday or Thursday. We're giving this away. Heroes of the DC Universe Green Lantern bust, number 972 out of 5,000. It's in perfect condition. It's out of my personal collection. Took it right out of the cabinets. I'm giving it away to you guys. It's an older bust. It's still pretty cool. It's cold cast porcelain. It's about 6 inches tall or so. So go check out that giveaway, which is the video that's obviously before this. And there's only 5 people that entered the giveaway right now, so your chances are pretty great. Okay. Next week's guest. On the next week of the Red Cup Review, we're going to have, hopefully, if he says he's joining us, but Mr. Zachary Venable, okay, of Mint and Seals. He runs Mint on Seal Box here on YouTube, and he is, I believe, Sideshow Susan's fiance or boyfriend, but he saw the Red Cup Review, and he said he really liked what he saw, and he thought we were savage, and I'm going to come on and join you guys. So next week's guest with Baz and I will be Zachary Venable of Mint and Seal Box. Okay, here's a quick question about what's up, Kev? Why items might be delayed. So I'm going to pull this up because I actually screenshotted this shit for you guys because there's been a lot of delays going on lately with like Sideshow stuff and Tweeterhead stuff and all that other stuff, like maybe some Mezcos and stuff. Okay, I screenshotted this from Facebook. It says, recent events in Hong Kong, which occurred on June 9th and today, Wednesday, June 12th, mirrors what happened in 2014 in the Umbrella Movement. 1 million people came out to protest over the China extradition bill. This is about 1 in 7 people in the whole country that's protesting. In short, those who don't follow world news, Hong Kong is not China, as Hong Kong is a separate government, has separate laws, but is still a part of China. This newly proposed extradition bill will allow China the power to extract anyone in Hong Kong if suspected of committing a crime against the Chinese government. Not cool. And can be taken out of Hong Kong and will face trial and procedure in China. It is well known that people and their families can disappear in China, blah, blah, blah. We all know that already. However, because of these protests and stuff, it says in the recent weeks and months, it is possible that a figure, releases, and shipments to overseas distributors may be affected because of these protests, as roads have been blocked, and even foreign governments are now issuing travel warnings regarding to Hong Kong. So they're blocking the streets over there. They're pretty much on the verge of rioting, I guess, and that could be a reason why your collectibles are being delayed as such. Okay, so I thought that was
scumbags.
Yes.
God damn it.
Scummy. That is pretty fucking scummy if you ask me. But that's
I need my hot toys, man. This is bullshit. Fuck freedom.
No, I understand that. Just people might be like, they not know what the hell is actually going on over there. You know, it is what it is.
I think I haven't done research, but I think China just wants more control over Hong Kong.
Yeah, pretty much. They're doing some fucked up stuff over there, man. Let me tell you, like you fucking sneeze in the wrong direction over there, and they're gonna throw your ass in the gulag. Okay. Damn,
speaking of, I got the my Aquaman is on its way. It's in
the
mail.
That can get delayed. So. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm good.
It says here, Rob Swallow writes, "What's happening, guys? What's up, bro? Damn, hope it doesn't affect the Darth Maul Hot Toys. I don't think it will, although it might, because you don't know how long these things can last. Well, it just got released over there, so we'll see what happens. I still haven't even gotten the Stormtrooper hasn't even gotten over here yet. I have the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper Hot Toy coming, and we're still waiting, and it's been like 4 weeks, 5 weeks since that shit's been out. So I'm still personally waiting on that. Kev's Matrix, I noticed that a lot of your messages get retracted during the live stream. A lot of your messages get redacted or retracted, so I don't know what that's all about. Edwin Diaz, sup, guys? What's up, everybody? Listen, if you guys want this shit to grow, I'm going to rely on you guys to kind of start sharing this this live show out. Come and join the chat. Invite your friends and shit like that, because we need to kind of blow this up a little bit more. You know, we're always going to do the live show.
Hold on. It says right here. It says right here, Kev's Matrix, and it says message redacted right after retracted.
Yeah, exactly. That's happened a lot with his comments, I've noticed. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if he retracts it or anything else. Michael B, what's up, fellas? Speaking of Michael B, I'm glad he showed up, because Michael B hit me up. We're friends on Facebook. You don't have to hit me up privately. Go on the official Red Cup Review community and write this shit down if you guys want to contact me and we're not Facebook friends. With a topic for this week, and it's probably going to be the biggest topic this week that we're going to talk about, and we're going to get to it after we do the collectibles, and that is, are we the last generation of collectors? So thanks, Mike B, for giving us that, because that's a pretty interesting debate we can have here. All right, enough of that bullshit. Time to get to the collectibles of the week. Baz, are you ready?
Can I show off the shit that I got this week, though?
Oh, you got shit this week. I didn't even know.
Before we go on?
Baz has shit this week, so show off the
shit.
I'm going to put the camera on you.
I got some shit. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. I finally got some sort of version of my favorite version of the Penguin from Batman Returns. This is from it's not DC Multiverse, right? I forgot what was the signature. I think it's the Signature series or something like that. But it's a 6-inch Penguin.
It hasn't to stay on, does it?
And no, and it's cool. The sculpt looks good. I mean, it looks better in person than than the pictures online.
You got to raise it up a little.
The overcoat, the jacket is actually like soft goods. It's material.
That's cool.
He comes with his weapon of choice, the umbrella. And actually, hold on a second. Okay, comes with a bullet kind of like effect that you plug into the end of the umbrella. See? Yeah, it looks like he's shooting at a bullet at the end of the umbrella. So yeah, I'm just listen. I've been So I've just been waiting for any cool version of this character to show up. I would have preferred a Hot Toys version to go with my Batman Returns Hot Toys figure, but yeah, I'll take this. It's pretty good. It's worth it. It's about retails around anywhere from $22 to $27. I found him at GameStop, where all the cool shit seems to be nowadays.
It's amazing.
And what else? I picked. Really?
Yeah, practically. I know
Okay,
ThinkGeek just went under this week. ThinkGeek folded, and they're folding themselves back into GameStop, and GameStop is like on the balls of their ass.
So a few years ago, there was this infamous comic book cover of the Marvel character Mockingbird, and on the cover it was the character with a wearing a shirt that said, "Ask me about my feminine agenda," with her standing there in defiance. So this is kind of like making fun of it. This is Brutus, who's a comic skate indie, well, not Indigo, Kickstarter character, and this is a poster of him wearing that same T-shirt, except he's swigging a bottle of Jack Daniels and getting a blowjob.
That's that looks like Dice fuck Lobo.
Exactly. See, you would love this character. So yeah, I got a few posters from the Kickstarter Indiegogo stuff that I'm into. So, and that's about it. So
nice. Those are two pretty cool pickups. I wish I had something to show you guys this week. As a matter of fact, something was supposed to come in yesterday. As I said on last week's show, I was going to go order that Tweeterhead Wonder Woman. As soon as the show was over, I went and ordered it. And I got the Wonder Woman coming in the exclusive version, and it was supposed to be here on Friday. And right now it's in Illinois. So who knows when I'm going to get this shit. Hopefully I'll have it for next week when we're going to be talking with the guy from Mint and Seal Box. He's down to talk about whatever.
Oh, so it went from Nebraska yesterday to Illinois.
Yeah, so it's saying it's going to be here Monday, so who the hell knows? However, I went and contacted the sponsors of the Red Cup review, and I said, hey, can anybody get their hands on that sold out the Superman, because it seems to be sold out in certain sites waitlisted and so on and so forth, and nobody can get their hands on this friggin' thing except for like going like direct, like if you're wholesale, like for a sponsor to get it is one thing, and then there's like so many allotted to them and so many allotted to like the public to buy. So I actually had to go and buy it. So I found it for pretty cheap on a website called Speculative Fiction, and they seem to have really awesome prices on statues. But in order to get it like a really good price, you had to pay for it, the whole thing up front. So they do this thing where if you buy the figure and pay for the whole thing in one shot on the pre-order, you'll get it for like 20 to 40. Sometimes I think their Green Lantern Tweeterhead is like way cheaper if you buy it outright. And then if you flex pay it, you pay the full price on it. And if you flex play it, you pay a little bit more than MSRP. And if you just put a deposit down, you pay what it actually is. So let's say something is $200, you put a $20 deposit down, you're going to pay the regular MSRP for it. But if you pay for it all up in one shot, they give you like a crazy fucking discount. So I was like, all right, fuck it up, I'll pay for it up front. Kev's Matrix says, crazy, San Diego Comic-Con is only a month away, July 18th. Yes, it is. Speaking of San Diego Comic-Con, glad he mentioned it. We are going to screen share and share the screen. I got to lower this shit, and I got to lower this shit. And then we're going to look here. All right, you guys see what I'm seeing? Bad?
Yeah.
All right, you got it? Okay, so I'm out of the chat.
I see it.
I got to try and grab the chat right now, so you got to give me a second. Fellows in the chat, I got to pick the shit up on my phone. So
Iron Patriot and Rocket, really?
That's a statue. Yeah, that's the what's called the Iron Studio statues that you were talking about. That you were like, oh, I'm kind of interested in the Iron Studio statues. There's your Iron Studio.
Yeah, but did those two ever team up? I don't remember.
In the movie, yeah. What are you talking about? There was in the movie he like loads his gun. He's like he's flying around with him in the end battle.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
You don't remember in the commercial where he loads his gun and he's standing on Iron Patriot's shoulders?
Nah.
Okay.
I'd say I didn't really like Endgame. I didn't really like Endgame that much.
Oh, here it goes. You loved it. It was the greatest movie, and now 2 weeks later, you didn't like it. We're playing this fucking game again?
No, things change. No, I was complaining about it. Dude, I was complaining about it afterwards. I still liked it, but
What,
you know,
what did you
I
like
just thought. Let's not even do this. But I thought Infinity War was just. I liked it better. It was just.
Yeah, I can see that. It's definitely got more rewatch value.
It's a tighter movie. It just. I don't know.
All right, so.
But okay, so Scarlet Spider.
Yeah,
Let's
here we
do
go.
this.
Sold out already. This thing sold out in like 4 hours. This is Hot Toys' first San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And it looks awesome. And a lot of people are going nuts over it. However, I don't really like the character. I don't like Ben Reilly. I never liked the storyline. This looks cool. He's got the pizza box and the camera and shit and the cell phone. That's all.
Yeah, I like the accessories, definitely.
The accessories are really dope.
And I do like the outfit. I don't like the character though. The Ben Reilly Clone Saga thing was stupid.
I think that the outfit really loans itself to like popping off the shelf and just it's really pretty to look at. It's like eye candy thing going on here. And I like the way the suit is got like more of a looks like it's more of a material as opposed to like a pleather look to it. So you know that like the suit probably won't wrinkle and damage as much over time. And you can get him in some really freaking dynamite poses. So that's cool. I know people are going like absolute ape shit nuts over this. Like it's the second coming of like the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, all right, yeah, it looks great.
Dude, they do that with every release. They go nuts.
Every fucking release, man. I don't know. Like
I need to find joy in their lives and something.
Let's see. Scarlet Spider-Man. He stands on his shoulders. Okay. Hope we get Hot Toys original trilogy Empire releases. Return of the Jedi. Yes, you and me both, Kev. Are you guys coming?
Is that the Starbucks cup from Game of Thrones right there?
I actually got to get myself a cup. I got to get myself one of these cups for my Iron Man figure because I have the Tony Stark and like him eating the donuts and shit, the Hot Toys. So I want the cup. I didn't get the new one though. I have like the Mark 6, which is not the one where he eats the donuts. I just like the Mark 6 better, and it's so close to the Mark 4 that I really don't give a shit. I just want to get a cup of coffee for him. Alex Kindell asks us, are you guys coming to San Diego Comic-Con? No, we are not. There is no way I'm probably ever going to San Diego Comic-Con. I will be going to New York Comic-Con, however, because it's only about 40 miles from my house, and from my job, which I'll probably be going from, it's about 10 miles. So we will be at New York Comic-Con. I'll be at New York Comic-Con. Baz, I don't know. That's a different story altogether. You're not going, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Tentative. I'm going to this one Comic-Con that's coming to South Florida called Florida SuperCon, and it's not too only because it's not too far away from me. It's not that great. The one good guest they have is Jonathan Frakes, who's Riker from Star Trek.
Well, that's cool.
But it's not the. Yeah, it might have Neil Adams, but I see Neil Adams every fucking year.
It's like seeing Neil Adams. It's like seeing the fucking your next door neighbor. Hi, Neil. Nice fucking blue shirt guy. Like,
yeah, I don't know. We were looking
too.
I'm fiending to go to a con, and this is local, so. But maybe this con will suck so much that I will need to go to New York.
Yeah,
but are you going to New York?
Yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there on Thursday. Me and Laura will be there doing interviews and shit and running around and
maybe going Thursday. So maybe if I decide to take a trip to New York, I'll go Thursday then.
Yeah,
I'll catch up with you.
Rob Justafan saying you're in my neck of the woods. I'm in Cutler Bay. Hey Rob. Hey Baz. What's up, guy? Spider-Verse, please, and classic Venom Spidey. All I want. Yeah, I could, what's cool. The only getting back to that Spider-Man release, that's because is Spider-Man not what we're talking about him but I have Star-Lord up on the fucking screen now. Is Spider-Man the next? Is Spider-Man the next? Hold on a second. Let me stop this here for a second. Is Spider-Man Hot Toys' new Iron Man? That was like one of the topics this week, right? So. It looks like now that Iron Man is kind of going away, that Hot Toys is now going to make pretty much every damn Spider-Man version from the video game that came out, which was a great game, by the way. But there's like 50 outfits there. So now you're going to have the Spider-Verse, and you're going to have, it'll be like the next fucking milking cash cow.
Would you buy a Spider Ham? And how much would he go for?
I bought one Spider, probably 200. The when he should be like, I don't know, like $40.
Yeah.
I bought the Spider-Man Homecoming suit, and I posed it for about 2 or 3 days. I did a review on it, and then when I could see this material just disappearing before my very eyes, and I sold it off. So no, I'm not going to be doing any Spider-Man Hot Toys. As a matter of fact, the only Marvel Hot Toys that are in my collection and are probably going to be in my collection for a very long time, and that's the Captain America Age of Ultron and the Iron Man Mark 6. And I have a Kit Bash Tony Stark. They're probably not going anywhere. After Endgame, they're probably not going anywhere. What's up?
Rob, Alex Kendall's asking about if there's any more Susan Sideshow drama.
I heard.
Well, tune in next week.
Yeah, I heard one of the employees wrote an anonymous post saying she was stealing figures and mailing them to her boyfriend. Whoa!
Whoa! That's fucked up.
Wow, man. Holy shit. Wow, that's insane.
If that was done, that's fucked up. And if that's an accusation that was thrown out, that's messed up.
That's yeah, it's messed up both ways, right? So shit. Well, I guess what, Alex? Next week I'm gonna have her boyfriend on the show. Her fiance will be here, so everybody can go nuts asking him all the fucking questions he wants. I was gonna talk about the Susan drama, but he's gonna be on the show just to talk collectibles, so you guys can show up then and ask him whatever the hell you want. Mac, what's up, Mac? Good to see you. Me and Mac did a live stream on the Batman statue collector earlier in the week. The master painter of Twitterhead and the Mezco figures was on there, and he was talking all about how like the process works of injecting molds and doing all kinds of like painting techniques and stuff. So if you're interested in finding out how statues are made, you want to see the guy from that does pretty much master painting for a lot of different statue companies, and he's been doing the Mezco figures ever since the Dark Knight. After like the first like 4 or 5 figures they made, we were on that show. Let's see. Somebody else said something here. Okay, Kev's Matrix. Any Hot Toys DX predictions? DX predictions? I don't know if they're gonna have any DXs at San Diego Comic-Con. The newest DX figure is which hadn't. All right, so the newest DX figure is the Darth Maul, which has been out for pre-order for just about a year now. And that was the first DX figure in a long time from them, because there hadn't been one since I think the Mime Joker or something like that, which was like years and years and years ago. I don't know. What kind of a DX figure would you like? I'll throw something out there. This isn't necessarily a DX figure. It might be, because they could do. I'd like them to redo the Superman Christopher Reeve with a 2-pack with Clark Kent. That's what I would love to see.
Well, I want to know is like, how the hell can you have a DX line if you're not going to have Shawn Michaels or Triple H? Because this is bullshit.
You're fucking ridiculous.
Well, at least give me a Mr. Ass. What the fuck?
Yes, okay, I was corrected. Alex says the last DX was the DX15 Johnny Depp. Yes, it was in 2017. So that's been 2 years, man. Still pretty long. I don't know. What would I like? I would like that figure would be cool. A fucking Michelle Pfeiffer or a Danny DeVito Penguin that was supposed to come out in 2012. That would be nice. I mean,
that's all I want.
Look, man,
Hot Toys could burn and explode all their factories. Just give me a friggin' finish that line.
Yeah, really. It seems
Batman
like
Returns. That's all I care about.
Hot Toys is just turning into fucking Marvel Legends at this point. Hot Toys is like really expensive Marvel Legends. You know, there was a question on one of the forums earlier this week on Facebook that said, would you buy every Spidey suit if it came out? And everyone was, yeah, oh, great, yeah, buy everything and take my money and all that bullshit. And then just a hand group of people, I was one of them, that was like, no. Like, Hot Toys is a company that has to make money. We get that. We heard about that from what's his face that joined us last week or 2 weeks ago. Our buddy, goddamn Kyle, right? That was on the show. And we get the process where they have to make 100 Batmans and 100 Spider-Mans so that you can get the figure you want and all that. But Hot Toys to me always, from when I was brought into it, was supposed to be specialized figures that were like super iconic and classic, something that was worth dropping $250 on. And I don't know, just a Spider-Man without a head sculpt ain't worth $250 to me. Like, it's just a big Marvel legend at that point. I don't see the value in it. That's just my 2 cents. So a lot of people could give me a lot of hate mail for that, a lot of thumbs down, but I guess I'm just not a true collector. I just, fucking.
I wish we got hate mail, bro.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we got a lot of hate mail. Right? I got one hate mail once. Oh, for anyone wondering why the fuck I use these in my reviews now, these little blue gloves, which I'm gonna be getting black gloves soon, is because someone said to me, "I'm tired of looking at your ugly, grubby, hairy Wolverine hands" in one of the videos. And I thought,
ooh, that's beautiful.
So now I use the glove, but it's a good thing that he did say that, because now the gloves allow me to do some kind of like the figures pop more. Like sometimes the detail in your fingers when you're filming in 4K like takes the camera focus away from the figure itself. So now that I'm using a monotonic glove, it keeps the focus on the detailing in the figure itself.
Ugly, grubby Wolverine hands. That's a
ugly, grubby Wolverine hands. Exactly. Oh, PJ's in the chat. What's up, PJ? Paradox Nerd. What's up? One of the accessories is a cat. Okay, he's saying what's up to everybody. Toy 4 exclusive number 2 is Rainbow Bright. That'd be fun. The MCU and all the Hot Toys companies are trying to make this Spider-Man the new Iron Man. Yes, they most certainly are. That's from Michael B. Let's see. Talk Star Wars Episode 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's going to be plenty of that shit coming.
Oh, who's starting? Man, who's starting this shit?
Somebody always drags us into that fucking hole. Oh, stop. Your hands are fine. Thanks, man. That's pretty cool. Why were they looking at your hands then the figure? I don't know, man. Maybe it was a case of that, like what was that movie, Zoolander, or the guy had his hands in the fucking the hand model, right? Who knows, man? People are fucking weird and shit.
Oh, it always comes back to Zoolander, doesn't it?
It is what it is, man. Okay, so getting back to the collectibles of the week, let's go back to screen sharing and share the fucking screen and drop it down. And okay, so another hot toy drop this week, another Star-Lord, which is the same fucking figure again, but slightly different. He looks cool. I thought they released this figure already.
How does that work with the discs, where he's standing on the discs?
Yeah, they're probably just like, I don't know. Well, it looks like here he comes. As you can see, the base down here, it doesn't look like your regular base. So that's probably the base that like articulates. So you wrap it around his waist, and then you put the 2 discs on his feet, and it'll look like he's kind of like hopping and jumping and shit. So that's pretty cool. The bubbles coming out of the gun. I mean, he's got everything it's pretty standard for the figure. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is pretty awesome. I just noticed this now. This right here, this backdrop that you can make it look like he's, like bouncing back. It's too bad they couldn't give him the finger. I'm sure somebody online is going to make like a custom, like him giving the middle finger, so you could do the whole, boom, and him dropping back into the portal. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is pretty cool. How much is he going for?
Same price as the Spider-Man. He is $251, man. This is going to become the new standard. At least he comes with a bunch of shit and 3 head sculpts, though. I mean, does he come with 3 head sculpts? Yeah, 3 head sculpts. So yeah, I could understand. The 251 is justified on this, in my opinion, because you're getting 3 unique head sculpts on it, and that's like a big fucking deal. Some Hot Toys figures, like the Spider-Man figure, which comes with next to nothing, is 251, and they're just trying to squeeze a couple more dollars out of you because it's a damn exclusive. You think it looks like him? What do you guys think in the chat? Does this look like Star-Lord or what?
His lips are a little off.
Mm-hmm. It's not exact. He was a little bit chubbier in the movie too.
Okay.
Oh
yeah. Okay. So yeah, his face is too sculpted that it needs to be wider, and his lips are a little bit longer on his face than they're supposed to be, compared to where his like from his nose to his top lip.
Yeah,
it's a little too long. It's a little too long. So yeah.
Oh, Joe Camely looking kind of thing going on there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Should be a little bit higher. His lips should be a little higher, and his face should be a little wider.
Okay. I'm trying to bounce back and forth in the live chat as well. It says here that Michael B. Yo, Rob, did you hear that they might be canceling Swamp Thing? If you did, do you believe it? Yes, it's 100% true that they did cancel Swamp Thing over that money situation, and Doom Patrol might be next. I have a feeling that this whole DC streaming app is going to go the way of the dinosaur, and they're going to get folded into that AT&T app, and you're going to have like Warner Brothers. It'd be smart if they just added that as like a sub, like this would be like the AT&T app or something, right? Where they're going to have like all the things that AT&T just bought and then one of them is Warner Brothers, and then you're gonna have like DC as a subdivision of that. So it'd be cool.
That's what they're saying. So it's just gonna get sucked into the Warner Brothers streaming service. So it's just gonna be a part of it. That's fine. Whatever. Listen, just enjoy this shit while it's here. You got at least one good season of Swamp Thing coming. I saw the 3rd episode. It was really good. They introduced last episode Blue Devil, and you have the Floronic Man. You have Madame Xanadu. So things are heating up in this episode. Swamp Thing actually is talking to Abigail Arcane, and they're teaming up. So it's good, man. Whatever. 10 episodes. That's fine. Sometimes I get sick of these series anyway. So I don't watch many shows for like 5, 6, 7 seasons.
This show was supposedly it was supposed to be 3 seasons long, and with a full story arc. It's just a shame to see the story arc get canceled prematurely. You know what I'm saying? So they were gonna do a beginning, middle, and an end kind of. But
people are kind of crying before they even seen the damn thing. So
right, yeah. There's this dude in the chat I've never seen before. This dude, War Machine. So welcome to the show. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And he says, I read that post about Susan stealing the figures too. People tried to address it in their live stream, and they started deleting comments. Oh boy. Wow. Then he says, I have normal dude hands. All right, great, man. That's awesome. Thanks. That's cool. But that's boy. Next week is going to be a fun show. Okay, so moving on.
Shit, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah,
that's some accusation.
The fucking show. Okay.
I'm afraid to comment on it now.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
Say anything until I have. This is. I'm only going to click on this for 1 second, and then I'm going to say how fucking stupid I think it is. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen on Sideshow.
Oh my god! That's it? Only $300 for a picture of Beyonce?
Fucking Beyonce photograph. This whole art print bullshit by them is fucking hilarious to begin with.
That's the queen bee, dude.
This is unframed. Black frame, $750 for a fucking frame on this thing. And unframed is $300 for a fucking picture of Beyonce. Yo, this is insane. This is just insane to me. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm sure no one in the chat even gives a shit about that. I just wanted to address it.
Superpower Shazam.
Yes.
Superpower Shazam!
I haven't even seen this yet. Okay, cool.
This is the Superpower Shazam figure.
Getting
what?
I don't know. Let's see that face sculpt. I don't know.
He looks good from this
his
angle.
His ears are a little bit too close to his. Yeah, his ears are a little fucking weird to me. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. It looks like they're trying to channel Alex Ross too much.
They are. That's exactly what this is. They said it too.
Yeah,
they said that they wanted for the Superpower Shazam for it to be an Alex Ross version of Shazam. So
yeah, but it's like then do Alex Ross. It looks like a fucking half-ass version of Alex Ross.
Like a half Alex Ross, half superpowers.
It's okay, man. I don't know. Not feeling it. What's up with the hair? It's too straight. He's supposed to have like a little bit of curl to it. Like a little, his hair's a little bit curly.
Like wavy and shit. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little wavy. Sorry.
This is the prototype. I'm hit and miss with this one myself. I actually love the costume. I love the colors. I love the smile. I'm a little weird and iffy on the eyes. The eyes, to me, if they're going to go with this version of Alex Rossi style, they should be a little bit more squinty. I think you hit the nail on the head with the hair not being wavy enough. Well, like maybe a little bit more pomp to it. I love the base. If you guys want a closer look at this or what the prototype mock-up is, against these are just computer-generated photos. I don't even think these are actual mock-up. The guy from Tweeterhead, the head chat over there, did a live stream on it.
That's the thing is though, Alex Ross's version came out in the 90s. You know what I
When you-
mean? So it's
okay.
like to me, the Superpowers line is like all about 80s Bronze Age kind of like versions of the characters. And this is just channeling Kingdom Come and a half-ass version of Kingdom Come. So I do not like this.
Yeah. All right. I could see that. I like the
Yeah.
see, I like this. I like the gold, but I don't know if I like the gold on the superpowers.
He likes gold.
Gold. This is my favorite version of Shazam. When I think of Shazam, I think of this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I like the barrelness in his chest. There's things I like about it, and you're right. Like the face sculpt did seem a little weird to me at first too. The exclusive face sculpt comes with a more stern face. He doesn't have the smile. It's more of like a determined look. So if you guys want the two head sculpts, you're gonna have to buy it through Tweeterhead itself.
His eyes got to be more squinty too. You know, I would
That's
go
what I
more
meant. Yeah, the
CC
eyes
back.
got to be a little bit more squinty looking, a little bit.
Hair's got to be wavy. Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one. Sorry, Tweeterhead and Superpowers.
Let's see. I don't think there's anything else really that I'm interested here. We looked at everything else last week pretty much. There's a bunch of fucking watches and shit. I pretty much go to the Sideshow site, guys, because this is pretty much all the high-end shit. They kind of have everything here.
Ooh, what's up with that Doctor Strange? Did we take a look at him?
Here we go. No, we didn't look at him yet. This Doctor Strange is from Kodo Bakia. And
ooh, that's nice. I like
nice.
it. Like
just a little. I know it's kind of small for $190 though, man. I gotta see what it's made of. It's really. I love the sculpt on this, but it's nice, man. I like the texture and the outfit looks good. The hair and shit, like it looks good. Like, you know, it looks like he has soft goods without having the soft goods look. But at $190, I think that's a bit much. Let's see. This is an artifact statue. I don't even know what that's made of. I'm not a statue guy, so I know I'm not a statue guy, but I've been fucking talking nothing but that. This is look PVC. No, not $190 for a PVC statue. Absolutely not. Sorry. That's like fucking polystone at that size. That's only like, what is that, 8 inches? What's the fucking 9.8 inches? It's not even 10 inches tall. At that price, sorry, thumbs down from me. I'm trying to be practical about this. I know it looks great though.
Yeah, I may consider that. I love Doctor Strange.
Let's see. And Sheena the She-Devil. This kind of looks nice, but again, I'm not a. Oh yeah, it's kind of sexy, I guess, but I'm not. I don't need a Sheena the She-Devil statue. So it's just, you know, something else. It's 1/6 scale. It's pretty cool. J. Scott Campbell. Art prints, whatever. That's it pretty much this week as far as releases go.
There's a Captain America statue that's coming out soon. That's
from who?
From Sideshow. I don't know from who. Can you just type in Captain America?
Captain America.
It should be on there, and it looks friggin' amazing. Not the one for 360. Go down.
This one, the 570 premium format.
No, it's like less than $200. It's right next to fucking Winter Soldier.
This one.
You see him?
There we go.
Yeah.
Same company. Same company. This is the same one that's doing the Doctor Strange, and for some reason it's $50 cheaper.
Look how awesome he looks with the scales and everything.
Yeah, no, that does look pretty freaking awesome.
And he's old school Cap.
Now, the colors are great. I like the pose because you could, like, depending on where you position them. I like. See, it's weird with Captain America. I always want to see the shield first and foremost, right? So I want to be able to see the colors of his outfit. I want to be able to see the shield. So anything that poses Captain America with the shield on his back bothers me because I want to see it. And here he's wielding it. You could see it if you pose it, like, you know, have it like that on your shelf. You could see it, and if you want to see more of the shields, you could put it.
You want him ready for action, basically.
Yeah, like ready for action, Captain America. That's pretty cool. You know, like that. You can even put him like that and shit, and he'll look dope. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't even know that this came out. Good call.
Look at that face sculpt. Great face sculpt too.
Yeah, nice. Nice. So what do you think
awesome.
What do you think? What does everybody in the chat think about that new Avengers game that came out? What do you think of the character models for that? I'm kind of like, I don't know about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a little like, I don't know.
Widow.
I mean, the game is probably going to be awesome, but I don't know, man.
No, they gotta clean that up, man. The character models look terrible. Thor looks like Jesus. Black Widow looks like she's transitioning.
Yeah,
it looks pretty bad.
The what you call it?
Game looks cool though.
In hockey pads. They look like the stunt doubles. Yeah, Rob Swallow. They look like you captured their stunt doubles. You fools. The one-to-one, but
Abomination from the Hulk movie's coming out, dude. He's going to be in that video game.
Coming out where? Where's he coming out?
What happened?
Where's he
I
coming
don't
out?
say he's in the video game. Abomination from the Hulk movie.
Oh, okay.
In the video game, he's
Right,
you
right.
see a screenshot of him fighting the Hulk.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I don't know
So
who
he's
to
back.
ask. I guess Mac. Those
He's
one-to-one
back.
busts. If I could pull them up, I don't even know what company does those one-to-one busts that look like you might as well have a fucking Madame Tussauds in your house. Playing with your thing.
Yeah, playing with my thing.
Playing with his thing now. What about the arcade one-ups? I love the Marvel
clobbering time.
Those arcade one-ups. I was seriously considering the Marvel one because it has Children of the Atom, Marvel superheroes, and the Punisher arcade game, and that's pretty fucking awesome. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade one-up with 4 people being able to play. That's cool, but it's only 2 games, and to me that would get kind of repetitive, even though it's pretty awesome because it's like, straight out of the my fucking childhood. If I'm gonna have an arcade one-up in the house, it'd have to be a fighting game that I could sit and play with like my son or something, that I can like get multiple plays out of it, as opposed to like, okay, how many times are we gonna play through the Turtles game? Like we already beat it 50 times, So it would have to be something that we could really have a lot of play over and over again with. So it'd probably be the Marvel one if I was gonna get any. Which I'd have to probably figure out where the fuck I'm gonna put it down.
I wouldn't get it because I just don't want too much. Yeah, I don't want too much shit that I have to worry about moving if I gotta move. Okay?
Well,
stop buying so much shit, guys.
Stop buying so much. Well, I got a house. So if you have a fucking house, you fill the house with shit you like. You're not supposed to move the fucking house. If you're an owner, as opposed to I know you rent, but Matt Collection says Queen Studios. You guys want me to pull?
Are you gonna die in that house?
Probably. And if not, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm gonna be living here until Grayson's.
This is it?
I'm going to be living here until my kid is at least, I don't know, 25. So I have another 20-something years in this house.
Mm-hmm.
I can't move out anytime soon. GOOGLA, Google.com. Because of Mac Collections, we get to pull this up. Let's see. QUEEN at Queens. STUD. Queens Studio. There you go. And busts, right? BUSTS. Let's see. Queen Studio Collectibles.
Asking me about my feminist agenda. That's my feminist agenda right there.
Just stop.
There you go.
Cut your shit, son. Yeah, this wasn't the one I was talking about, even though I get. Hold on a second. Let me pull this out. I gotta do the fucking screen share again. Share the screen.
Have you heard about the IGN response to? Have you heard about the IGN response to the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
No, I didn't even know there was an issue with it. $3,000. What are you, out of your fucking mind?
Well, it looks like you chopped off like the top half of Gal Gadot.
Yeah, there were people,
and you stuffed her and put her in your room.
There were people in the forums going, "Oh, I want to like buy this just so I can make out with it and shit." It's like, come on, guys. Yeah, I guess
it's too real. It's scary.
It's really real. I guess we're as a hot toy collector, you want it to look as close to this as possible, right? However, hot toys are 12 inches, and they're fucking toys still. This is like, I don't know. There's like a certain creepiness about this that kind of bothers me. Like, I don't want the actress
it's creepy and
in my house.
And just the top half.
It's great.
Check out Loki. There's a Loki one.
It's great.
It's one with Loki, and it's even worse. It's scarier.
These things are masterfully made. They're fucking amazing. They're gorgeous. A lot of these collectibles are like, look at this one. Oh, that's a half scale statue from Queen Studio.
Oh my god, too much.
It's
Too
ridiculous,
real.
man. I don't need like the actor in my fucking house. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just
What if it's like in the middle of the night, you get up to go to the bathroom, and you're like, oh, what the, you know?
yeah, right.
And you
I
got that
literally have
staring at
Tom
you.
Hiddleston in my fucking house. Like, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, this would be great to have like a hot toy, like this on a hot toy, but I don't know, man.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Like, it looks super realistic. I love the way they're doing the hair. It looks great. It's great. Huge thumbs up, but I would never get this. Dude, my first car cost $2,500 was the fucking my first car. I don't need a $3,000 one.
I bet you anything. There's going to be people that buy that and then marry it.
It's ridiculous.
They're going to fall in love with them. Oh, the Momoa one especially too.
Yeah, this is like crazy.
Jason, we're finally together, Jason.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. To me, this is just fucking creepy, weird.
Oh my god, that's too much.
Stop.
You people are sick.
All you fucks are a bunch of things.
Yeah, see, that's it. Sickos. I'm done collecting. I'll never collect again.
Infinity Studios also.
So does that segue into? Are we the last of the collectors?
Okay, yeah. So we'll start talking about that now as I start bringing up some of these other things. Are we okay? Getting back to what Mike B had asked earlier. I don't even know if he's still in the chat. But this was his question for the week, and he said that he saw a bunch of people debating about this, and we're going to pick it for the guys in the chat. Are we the last generation of collectors? I think we're the last true generation of collectors because we were kids. We were either kids or right at that perfect age when action figures first came out and became like really popular. And I'm not talking about like ones from like the late 60s and the original G.I. Joes and shit like that. I'm talking about like the action figure boom of the 80s where you had Turtles, He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe, all the Superpowers, Secret Wars for Marvel. And then in the early 90s, for the people that are a generation younger than us, you had the whole Marvel Toy Biz figures. I think that are we the last generation of collectors? No, because there are a lot of people that watch the Red. You know what? I'll bring it up right now. We're gonna go. Who watches the Red? Now this is obviously all conjecture here, guys. Right? So I'm gonna go to the Red Cup review, YouTube and analytics, right? And we're gonna go to let's see, subscribers, likes versus dislikes, watch time from people. No, that's not it. Or is it discovery or audience? Here you go, audience. Okay. 50% of the audience is now 25 to 34. 38% of the audience is 35 to 44, and 11% of the audience is 18 to 24. So I think we're all right. Now, that's my small ass audience. I think that, you know, we're going to have a little bit of legs, but I think that the idea that a lot of these toy companies are going out of business, like Toys R Us, KB Toy Store has been out of business for years. Toy stores are becoming a thing of the past. Parents are not teaching their fucking kids to play with toys. A lot of parents don't get on the floor and actually play with their kids, and that's a problem. Since my son is mad young and my daughter too, I've been getting on the floor with them and doing these huge elaborate battles, not just banging action figures together, but talking about things like plot and setting shit up and stuff like that. Right now, it sounds more ridiculous to be talking to a 4-year-old about that stuff, but now they're vested. My son loves his Black Series. He loves his Legos. He loves his G.I. Joes. I had to actually go out and buy him the 25th anniversary of G.I. Joe collection and almost buy him all of them. I wound up spending like $300 on old G.I. Joe toys like a few years ago, like over the course of like 2 years. That's a problem. Another problem is that we're in the video game age, even more so now, like the digital age. So now that we're adults, right? So now we're not like, we don't play with toys no more. We collect statues and shit like that. So we went from playing with them as a kid to collecting the shit as an adult. So there's going to be a few of us still, kind of hanging around, right? There's going to be a few stragglers in the bar late at night and stuff to put it in give you guys a little bit of a visual. However, I do think that after about another, I want to say 15 to 20 years, I'd be surprised if companies like Sideshow and all these other studios are going to have any legs, because we're going to, well, I guess in 20 years, I'll be in my 50s, so I'll still be collecting. So there'll still be a market for that. But let's say in 50 years then. In 50 years, I don't think this is going to last, man. And I don't think comic books are going to be around either. I think comic books are going to wind up being all digital as well.
Yeah, I don't think comic books. Yeah, I don't buy any comic books, physical copies, except the older comic books. Anything else? I read on Comixology Unlimited, or I'll buy on Comixology. Yeah, it takes up too much space. And I do most of my reading online. I'm just used to reading my Amazon Fire or my phone. So, and I used to be one of those guys who said, "Oh yeah, I need to hold it in my hand. I need a physical copy." I used to say that too, and now that went out the window now.
Well, what about collecting though? Like, do you think that we're like the last of the true full generation of true collectors? I'm like a generation under you, really. So it's like anyone pretty much between your age and maybe I want to say 10 years younger than me. I'm 37, so I think that like the 27, because these things are fucking expensive. I mean, you get your occasional 18 to 22-year-old kid that'll like buy things here and there, but I'm talking about people that have a job that could afford this fucking hobby. I think you're looking at like you got to have like a halfway decent job to be able to afford this to begin with. I think we're it, man. I think for the most part, as far as like, look at how many people have, like how many studios there are. It's funny. The guy on the Batman statue collector that was talking about the master painter guy, I forget his name. He was like, there are so many studios right now putting out different action figures, right? So you have so many studios doing variations of Batman, variations of Spider-Man. Like the market, like so many studios in the last few years popped up because they're like, there's prime real estate to attack people in our age group that have disposable income to just blow on all types of shit that we want that's going to feed the nostalgia bubble that we had from when we were kids. Because now that we're adults, we just play with bigger and more expensive toys, right? So I think that right now it's like just flooding and flooding and flooding, and everybody's going to try to do what they can now, because after us, man, I don't know. Like, think about it. When we were kids, we had all this crazy shit, right? The cartoons nowadays, the kids' cartoons. You got Teen Titans Go. So, like, when Grayson gets older, well, Grayson might be the exception because of the channel that I have and the way I'm raising him and stuff. But a kid like Grayson who only has Teen Titans Go, they're going to be like, oh, I remember Teen Titans Go from when I was a kid. And what else? Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Where's your other collectible stuff? Where's your other superhero-y, Star Wars type? You know, today it just seems like, you know, here today, gone tomorrow type stuff, you know? I don't know. That's my take on it.
Because the more, there's just so much to take in everywhere. I mean, look how many, you know, television programs and movies there are out there. I mean, who the hell has time for all that shit?
Well, what do you think of the collect as far as like the collecting market's going to be in so many years?
Too expensive, and you know, just I think people just want to be in cyberspace. So there's, you know, they'll do a lot of their collecting online. Meaning, like, you know, just like even just like books, especially books, they'll just collect books online. They'll have digital copies, Like I have a digital library on friggin' on Vudu. All my movies are on Vudu. I don't have anything really physical anymore.
Yeah, no, I buy
I have
all
some, but I don't even use it.
Yeah, I pretty much buy all my
Okay? So,
yeah, and then I think that like for the adult collectors, all you hear, what are you doing? Are you fucking with like shrink wrap? What the fuck are you doing? And all I hear is crackle, crackle. You're talking too much. I think that I'll just speak for myself here, because I make a pretty good salary, but all you hear from these companies is, oh, prices are going up, prices are going up. So that's why the prices are going up. The fucking Hot Toys back in like 2014 or 2015, just 4 or 5 years ago, were like $40 and $50 cheaper than they are now. So in another 10 years, if Hot Toys are going to be around like $400 for a regular standard 12-inch action figure, I'm hoping I can get all the characters I want from my youth by then, and then deuces, and I do the whole fucking drop back into my little space bubble like Star-Lord did there and say peace out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just it's just ridiculous. Fan, geez, that plastic is noisy. So I guess that maybe for certain people in the collectible market, we might get priced out. You know, I'm hoping not, because I like to do the Red Cup review and I want to be doing this in the next 10 years, but who the fuck knows, man? In 2008, a Hot Toys figure was $150. Now it's $100 more in 10 years. That is not the going rate of inflation. I talk about this shit all the time. It's like, we have to fight in my union for a 2% raise, and we've been out of contract for over a year now, and we're fighting for a 2% raise. Inflation rises at 3%, but even at 3% inflation, still doesn't equate to the way things are going up. And the guys like, oh, things are just going up like crazy. Well, apparently there's a lot more rich people in the fucking world than me that could just buy all this crazy expensive shit. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm fucking like at this point already, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I gotta be really, really, really fucking selective with the shit that I buy to begin with. Just so I can have stuff for the channel. Most stuff that I get from companies or that I get through my distributors, I give away. Like I got this years ago, you know. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so do you have anything else more to say there, Baz, on that before we move on?
Nah.
All right.
Got nothing to say about that shit.
Nothing to say, motherfucker. Okay, for those that are interested, again, I know that there's not that many statues. There's a couple of statue guys in the chat. There was a Tweeterhead update, and I'm gonna do Tweakerhead. I'm gonna do a quick rundown of this this, like, so you guys don't have to go and like actually like watch the live thing. I had it here. I gotta go find it now. It's in my groups.
You ever have this San Pellegrino? It's good.
Yeah, the blood orange is awesome.
Yeah, this is blood orange. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's Italian, right?
Yes. I said that too. I went out to dinner with my wife years ago, before we were husband and wife, and I said, "Really? We're gonna buy a bottle of San Pellegrino? Like I gotta pay for fucking sparkling water at a restaurant?" And she was like, "No, yes, we're gonna buy the bottle." And then I tasted it and was like, "Shit, I can see why people pay for this. It's pretty fucking good."
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Okay. Here's the update from Tweeterhead. Since I'm on a big Tweeterhead kick, and I told you guys earlier, I ordered the Superman. I got the Wonder Woman, hopefully for next week's show that I can show you guys. All right, this is what's coming out. Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. The cape is still being cast for the exclusive, and it's going to be shipping around San Diego Comic-Con time. Shazam Jr., Mary Marvel, Dr. Savannah, Mr. Mind, and Wizard Shazam are in the air. So that depends on the sales of Shazam. We already spoke about how we thought about that earlier. Black Adam is ready to be shown, but they'll have to wait. So maybe San Diego for the Black Adam statue. Let's see. Okay, everything for the rest of the year will be shown at San Diego Comic-Con except for two things. Whatever, replacement parts, blah blah blah. Okay. In production, shipping next. Donna Troy is days from being finished and then shipped from overseas. So Donna Troy is coming very soon. Linda Carter, Wonder Woman is then the next one to ship after that. Catwoman after that, and then Batman after that, but might come sooner. I'm waiting on that Superpowers Batman, but I know I have a few ahead of it, so I don't have to worry about my money being in order right just yet. In the preliminary stages, prototyped and sampled is the Robin and the Pennywise. The Green Lantern and the Starfire are the next to be prototyped and sampled. The RuPaul just shipped yesterday and is all gone. For some reason, this RuPaul's Twitter head is like sold out everywhere. It's like all of a sudden the fucking world is filled with RuPaul fucking fans.
RuPaul?
Yeah, they did a RuPaul. Twitterhead did a RuPaul statue, and it's sold out faster than any other thing that they've done.
Oh my god, we got to buy one, dude.
It's ridiculous.
And you got to place it on your table and have it there every week. RuPaul,
yeah, whatever.
Tweeterhead statue.
The Superman redo that I ordered is in production now. They're anticipating him dropping by the end of July. There'll be more 66.
When is Mezco doing a Superman redo?
Everyone's fucking asking that. Mezco, if you're listening, which I'm sure you're not, new Superman figure, please. I'd like a Fleischer Superman from them. That would be awesome.
Yes, I thought they were going to do the same thing that they were doing with Batman, the different versions of Batman throughout history and shit.
That would have been awesome, but again, who the fuck knows?
They're too busy with what flavor of the month?
Yeah.
No, actually, they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. I'm sorry, that's Hot Toys. That's not Misco.
Yeah.
Hold on. Robert Just a Fan goes back to. I want to go back to the comic books because he said, "Remember people buying loads of comics to be rich? Nothing came of it." And it's true. It's like, why would you save a comic book? Like, it's only going to be worth something in like 30 years of your fucking life. And even then it's going to be worth what, $1,000?
This is
or
what
two? Big fucking deal.
I have these arguments with dudes at my job and about getting rich and stuff like that. People will go, "Oh, I went and bought like 20 copies of Captain America getting shot, or I bought all these issues of, I don't know, Batman showing his dick for the first time." It happened like last year in the Batman Damned. Oh, it's going to be worth a lot of money someday. And I'm like, okay, if you guys just invested in like Bitcoin, you'd have a lot more money as of this week. If you guys actually invested in the stock market, you'd have a lot more money as of this week. If you guys bought Disney stock last year, you'd have hundreds of more dollars. No one wants to learn the stock market.
Yeah, that time
about Bitcoin and shit like that and cryptocurrency, but they go and buy 30 fucking issues of a Batman comic that may or may not go anywhere in 25 years.
And then they always renew the number ones now. It's always like volume 2, number 1, volume 3, number 1. So the number count doesn't matter anymore. There's only a few select comics that are going to be worth anything. And that's like, what, the first appearance of Spider-Man, first appearance of Superman, Batman, like the main ones in history. And that's it. Maybe some Fantastic Four, but it has to be, those main tentpole comics from the 60s and the 40s and 30s, and they have to be in pristine condition.
CGC,
so
yeah, at this point now,
CGC
gimmick bullshit.
Otherwise, just collect to enjoy your shit and read it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I only do trades. I know you do the digital shit. I just do trades, and then that's it. It is what it is. The okay, I want to get through the rest of this shit because there was so many fucking updates with this. Okay, they're definitely doing more 66 Batman. 5 more will be made. It was put off to the side for a bit for other things, probably 1 by the end of the year, and then start really knocking them out. So next year, Tweeterhead's going to be focusing on the superpowers line and doing more Batman 66 stuff. The classic Batman stuff, me and Baz were talking about this, will be revisited, but not this year. At least they're going to be doing a classic Catwoman and a classic Riddler. That we were talking about, that Two-Face statue, Baz. So they're going to be doing a Catwoman and a Riddler. Cheetah will be shown at San Diego Comic-Con. Nubia will happen, but not for a while. I don't know what Nubia is. Hawkwoman is pushed until the end of this year, possibly next year. Steppenwolf has been done since last year, and Samurai is also coming out, and he was done since last year. But there's still
cool.
So much fucking space to go around in these. The reason why this shit gets delayed for years is because there's only so many factories in China, and those factories that Tweeterhead is using and Sideshow is using and Mezco is using, Hot Toys is using, they're all using the same factories. So they're constantly opening up new factories, the more companies that come out. So that's why shit gets delayed and kind of pops in and out and gets pushed to the back burner and shit, because there's just not enough room in these factories. Let's see. There are 2 more ginormous projects that aren't superpowers. They teased the next Batman and their Batman line. So they have that Dark Knight Returns Batman that they had put up for pre-order last week. And the next one to come in that series is Batman Gotham by Gaslight. That was teased. Giganta will happen. And the guy was literally saying, like, could you imagine your Shazam being like this big? And then your Giganta, like the Shazam being like this, and then having Giganta next to him and having her be like up here. So they're going to be doing a superpowers version of Giganta, and she's going to be like double the size of everyone else. So you're looking at like a 20-inch statue. It's probably going to wind up being like $400 if I had to guess.
Are they going to make every character for the superpowers line? Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they're trying to do. This is going to be like the tentpole line. Twitterhead's a small company. It's one guy, I think, his wife. It's like as if I think Laura opened up a company, and that's it. It's like that's the only people that work for them. Besides like the painters and the sculptors and shit. As far as the company itself, it's just 2 people. Wonder Twins.
So there's no prototype. There's no prototype look at the Steppenwolf yet.
No, just the drawings. What they're going to get the idea for the drawings.
Okay.
Wonder Twins have been worked on for the last 2.5 years, but they're waiting until they are perfect, and they will not be at San Diego Comic-Con. No exclusives this year for Comic-Con. Mera will be done for sure, and there's no news on the Masters of the Universe line, but they will be doing a Masters of the Universe line. Hordak is done. Teeler is on the drawing board. There's designs for Man-at-Arms, Trapjaw, He-Man, and Skeletor Battle Armor Diorama. And then Thundercats, let's get to He-Man first, then we'll talk. So all this shit is on the fucking table for them. And you're looking at She-Ra, Catra, Hordak, Madame Raz, and Broom also. But that's got to be fucking years in the making, like years and years in the fucking making. Okay. Now that all that collectible bullshit is over, and I got over my little fucking Tweeterhead rant. One thing we also said we were going to talk about tonight was an X-Men movie retrospective. So, Baz, you recently saw the new X-Men movie. Give us the breakdown of this huge piece of shit.
Since when? All right, when did you start hating the Fox X-Men exactly?
I hated the
because you are an active hater.
I am an active hater since Days of the Future Past.
Really? That's one of the best ones.
I know, and I hated it. So there's your answer. Boring.
I think the Last Stand was it though. No, that didn't start you on your path to the dark side.
Well, the Last Stand sucked, but I thought that my favorite X-Men movie was First Class. So First Class, I thought was like, okay, we're back on the right track again. And then I know the two best X-Men movies and possibly the two best superhero movies I've ever made. I saw a bunch of posts this week about how the two best comic book movies of all time are Days of the Future Past and Logan. And it's like, all right, those fucking movies put me to bed. Rob, just a fan. I didn't like Logan either. I know this guy sucks. I have no credibility. But I didn't like it. Baz, I love that movie. So,
nah, man, whatever. People like different things. I don't know why we have to exactly like the same exact shit.
Well, I didn't.
People have different tastes. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It's just you have a different taste. You're looking for something different.
I didn't hate the movie. I thought Logan was well directed, well acted, well shot, had a great soundtrack. Yeah. All as a film, it was wonderful. It was just not what I want in a superhero movie. I don't want to see. Ever since Marvel came out, I want to see more Marvel-esque type movies. And if I'm not going to get that, then I want Dark Knight level stuff. And I guess Logan was Dark Knight level, but I want to see them doing X-Men-y stuff. I want to see them in their fucking outfits doing X-Men things. You know, I don't.
I'll tell you what, Dark Phoenix had that. Dark Phoenix definitely had that.
I hear all the action sequences in that movie were great, but the writing was shit. So they're like, for an action movie, it's great. For a movie, it's not great.
You know what? The music was fucking great because you know who did the music? Friggin' Hans Zimmer.
Really?
Yeah, the genius behind Man of Steel, B versus S. Man, say what you want about those movies, but those scores are friggin' amazing. So, yeah, when I was listening to it, I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "This is really moving me." And I was like, "Oh wait a minute, I forgot that Hans Zimmer signed on to this." So, yeah, he did the score for X-Men, Dark Phoenix. But yeah, the writing was but it was. I thought it was solid. I gave it a B. Come in. I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Somebody's doing laundry, so say hi.
Sorry about that.
The action was really good. There was a train sequence at the end of the movie, which was great. And it displayed a lot of the mutants using their powers in really cool ways. So it's not as bad as people say, but the writing, the story it's kind of pedestrian
and kind of tired.
Did you want to do like a ranking system? Like,
yeah, okay. You want to go through like each X-Men movie? I don't have. I could just rank my top three because I could only do a top three because I kind of didn't like any of the other ones. First Class was my favorite. It's funny. First Class was my least favorite X-Men lineup in a movie, but my favorite X-Men movie. I was like, how the fuck can a movie about a bunch of mutants that I just don't give a shit about be my favorite movie to watch about mutants? Just weird. So First Class is my number 1, my number 2 is X2, and my number 3 is the first X-Men movie. The rest of them, put them in a fucking blender and, whatever. To me, it's like, takes one hand, half a dozen in the other. Obviously,
well, and the worst is easy. It's friggin' X-Men Origins Wolverine and what's the other one?
Last Stand.
Last Stand.
Yeah, those were pretty bad, man.
Like, why did they even introduce friggin' Angel in that? What did he do in that movie?
I don't know. It was more like
what was the point?
I don't know. Maybe trying to say a message or something. I don't know. That movie sucked, bro. All right, again,
and then like the special, and then all of them jumping like on all of a sudden. Remember at the end of the battle in San Francisco, like all of a sudden, all the mutants had these leaping abilities. Like everybody could jump really high.
Everyone just has the ability to like jump up like that on wires. Like,
yeah.
Oh God, man, it was pretty bad. I thought both Wolverine movies were kind of
those are the worst ones. But
like even the Wolverine.
No, I liked the Wolverine though. That was cool. Man.
It was all right. To me, it's forgettable. Like I'm like, look, when fucking Ant-Man is better than every X-Men movie, there's a problem. Okay, like fucking hang me if you want to for that. But
you can't compare those two, bro. You can't compare those two. You really can't. One's a comedy, and the other one's the X-Men movies are more serious. I never needed the X-Men to be superheroes or needed them to interact with the rest of the Marvel universe. I always saw them as like an island unto their own. They're their own freaking, like, it's like Star Trek and Star Wars. They're their own universes. So I was fine with them being separate from the rest of Marvel. I don't need Captain America showing up. The X-Men is basically the plight of the mutants and how the humans get along with the emergence of mutants and the good and the bad mutants fighting each other. I don't need the rest of the Marvel universe. I don't need Spider-Man swinging in and saying hello. So I don't have a problem with that. But we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe they'll be more comics friendly and they'll have the actual legit costumes and we'll get a different version. This version has been going on 20 years, 2000. So. Yeah. It's come to an end, and it was a decent movie. It wasn't that bad. But my top 3 would be I'd give number 3 the first X-Men, because I thought the first X-Men was a very important movie. It shaped and it changed the way the average mainstream customer saw comic book movies. Second one, Days of Future Past, and then you got number 1, Logan. Wow. Logan was like the Dark Knight of X-Men movies. So that's it.
I guess it was because we had the most serious tone. It was the most character driven of all the X-Men movies.
I guess First Class would be like number 4, and like Days of Future Past, like it brought the First Class cast and brought them together with the older cast, and I thought that was kind of cool. And one thing I always wanted to ask you was, like, you did not like that portrayal of Professor X when he was like, he was like he had just become a cripple, he had just lost the use of his legs, and he was using that. It almost like he was he was like a heroin addict, but like he was addicted to that serum that Hank was giving him in order to control his powers and subdue it. Because he was being overwhelmed by all these thoughts, he couldn't control his mental powers. You didn't like that portrayal of him; it bothered you. Okay,
I don't know.
You liked what they did to Luke.
Yeah, I well, then again, to me, it seemed as though that Luke was a character that we hadn't seen for over 30 years. So people change over the course of 30 years. Now we're going to rewind the clocks. Days of the Future Past came out a while ago, and I was also in my 20s, I believe, when that came out. So I was a different person back then too. I may have to rewatch that movie. Okay. But I still don't like. I want my superheroes to be like, I don't know, symbols of hope and shit. Kind of like I like the struggle, but I was just kind of turned off by it. I like the brighter X-Men. I like the Dave Cockrum. I like the fucking Jim Lee. I like the characters in their outfits fighting the Shi'ar and shit. I want like them to be more of a family working together as opposed to like To me, it just seemed like, okay, Xavier's on a fucking drug binge, and Mystique and Wolverine, and a little bit of Magneto. And Magneto, I thought, was the shining moment in all those movies. Magneto, like every portrayal of Magneto, I was on board with. And this goes across all the movies. I love Michael Fassbender. Never had a problem with him. I think that I don't know. I just kind of like want to be more like. This is the problem I have with the Fox movies, and the same problem I had with a little bit with the Spider-Man 2 from the old Spider. Which Spider-Man 2, the extended cut version, is actually a pretty awesome movie. Now that I'm older, I can appreciate it a little bit more. But when I first saw it, I fucking hated Spider-Man 2 because I'm like, I want to leave the theater. Like when you go to a Rocky movie, when you go see Indiana Jones, you're like, you come out of the theater fucking doing this shit. You know, as much as Superman Returns wasn't really that great in comparison to the movies we're getting now, when I left Superman Returns, I felt like I heard the music in my head. I was like, oh man, I wanted to like jump up and fly like him and shit. You know, it still had a little bit of that magic there. I want my superhero movies to have that magic in them. You know, I want to feel like I want to be the character after I watch the movie.
Mm.
So, you know, those movies just didn't. Chris Reeves set the bar really high for superhero movies. Kev's Matrix. Yes, he most certainly does. You can't go an episode of the Red Cup Review Live without us talking about how Christopher Reeve's Superman is like fucking the ideal, perfect embodiment of all things superheroic. So there's also that.
But I don't understand how people shit. There's people shitted on Superman Returns, but that movie had like more action than basically the first Superman from 1978 or equal. And they said, one of the criticisms was that, he didn't punch anybody. There was no villain to fight or anything. Well, you know, Superman, his main thing is really saving people and averting natural disasters, which he did in that movie. So, then what Warner Brothers did, they overcompensated in Man of Steel.
I think that people have been waiting so long though for it that they went, oh, you want Superman to punch somebody? How about Superman destroys everything? Turn the dial up to 30. But I think that at that point, the modern movie-going audiences were like, can we see this guy actually use his powers on somebody or throw a punch or something? Like, I love Superman 2. And I still say I love that battle in Times Square, which is obviously Metropolis, but it's basically Times Square. Because we get to, as cheesy as it is, we get to see Superman battle these fucking guys, you know, throw kicks, punch them, use his eye beams and shit. So it's just, it works. It worked for me then. It still works for me now. And obviously, I think that people wanted more of that in Superman Returns. All right. I'm going to go through all the X-Men movies. Let me know if I skip one. X-Men.
Well, then you give him a villain. You give him a villain in the second movie. That's it. They shouldn't have reset.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, years had gone by anyway before they reset. X-Men number 1, Baz. What did you like? Everything? Is there anything about it you didn't like? Besides the outfits?
Maybe like
the BDS
Nah, man, come on. How would those outfits? I mean, like colorful, bright outfits in like 2000. When did the movie come out? 2000, 2001 or something? Or
yeah.
How would they have looked? I mean,
probably,
you got to be careful with these spandex outfits because, you know, they can look goofy.
No, I know.
Even with some of the Avengers, sometimes it looks fucking goofy.
No, well, the first Captain America outfit looked goofy, but Thor always looked good. Black Widow always looked well. She was in black leather. Hawkeye looked good. There's a perfect
black leather, exactly.
But Hawkeye still had the purple highlights. Like you could have did those X-Men outfits in the first movie with the black leather and gave them the yellow highlights or stripes on the arm or not a big bright yellow X on their chest, but maybe like kind of like stitching or something, you know, something in there to give it so they don't all they're wearing fucking S&M outfits. That pissed me off. I don't like the outfits.
Well, I think they were trying to concentrate on the other aspects of the story. The serious,
we know what Bryan Singer was trying to fucking concentrate on in that movie. The pervert X-Men.
Oh, fuck him.
So you got I didn't like
the
Saber.
Twink Man.
I liked I like the
Pool Boy Man.
All right, forget it. This stream is over.
Dude, my connection on this is horrible.
I'm still getting your audio, but you're popping in.
Log off and come back in.
Your video is. I don't know what the hell's going on with your video.
Let me try to log back in. I'll end it and I'll come back in.
All right, he's gonna pop back out. He's gonna pop back in. So I'll do mine. All right. So the first X-Men movie I liked it a lot at the time. Hey, it was the fucking X-Men, and it was the early 2000s, so it was just fun. And I was like fucking 17 years old or 18 years old when that shit came out. X-Men 2, I thought was a better version of X-Men 1. I thought it was a better movie in pretty much every way. There's really not much I could say about it besides it. To me, it's just X-Men 1 done better. X-Men 3 sucked really bad. Everything about it sucked, except I like Kelsey Grammer's Beast, and I like the way he looked. I thought he looked really good. I thought they did a really good job with the makeup on him, and everything else about that movie kind of sucked. All right, let's take up a trilogy by trilogy. So now you do X-Men 1, 2, 3.
X-Men 1. I've said my piece about 1. 2 was they obviously had a bigger budget. I was a little disappointed in. I love the Nightcrawler scene in at the White House.
Right,
that was excellent. I was disappointed in the way they took out Cyclops, though. I wanted more Cyclops. They kind of took him off the board really quick.
Yeah.
I love the fight with Lady Deathstrike. That was excellent.
Yeah. That was awesome.
The storm scene when they were flying with the Blackbird, and she busted out the tornadoes and shit. And
that was cool.
Now X2 was great. X2 was great, and then at the end you had the promise of Dark Phoenix, and then in the next movie that they totally botched it. You had a lesser director come in, and the movie just seemed kind of like it didn't have a direction.
They went from fucking pool boys and twinks to the fucking Harvey Weinstein of directors.
Yeah, pretty much. What's his name again? That dude?
Brett Ratner.
Yeah, whatever. He's a hack. So, yeah, that movie just seemed I don't know. It just had killing off Professor X. What was that about? That came out of nowhere.
Killing off Cyclops. Here's an unpopular opinion. My favorite X-Men, Cyclops. So.
Yeah, and then they kill Cyclops in that. It's like, what? And it's like, they killed him off because he had to go work on Superman Returns with Singer. Yeah. So you totally know why they did it, and it takes you out of the movie.
Yeah.
No, it was just a terrible movie. Everything about it just sucked. The effects sucked. The story wasn't a cohesive story. You finally get Juggernaut, but he's this cheeseball saying, "Oh, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!" Like something out of some meme that was popular on YouTube.
How about Professor
Kitty Pryde? Ellen Page's Kitty Pryde was kind of cool.
That was good.
That was good. But other than that, garbage.
Magneto rips the bridge up, and it's daytime, and then he sets the bridge down at nighttime. So he has fucking, he gets time powers now or something. And then if you're gonna fucking rip the Golden Gate Bridge up in order to drop it so that you can walk across the bridge, why don't you just drop the fucking bridge on the goddamn prison and kill everyone in it? What are you doing?
Don't try to make sense of that.
You're going there to kill the fucking kid. Just drop the fucking bridge on the whatever, man.
Oh, I like Callisto in that. Callisto, that actress was hot.
She was on Heroes.
Yeah, that girl.
Here.
Smoking. Yeah, I loved her.
Sickies.
You like them sickies. All right, so what's after that? Is that Origins is next?
And then you had Origin, and then we'll do the Wolverine movies, or we'll take them in trilogy. So you have Wolverine Origins, Logan, and the Wolverine. So go ahead.
I saw a bootleg copy of the Wolverine Origins online, so I didn't even see the completed effects on it.
Which were
it obviously didn't even fucking matter because that movie was garbage. But I did like Sabretooth. The guy who played Sabretooth was great.
All right, so here we go. The best fucking villain in the worst movie is Liv Schreiber as Sabretooth. How fucking awesome was he as Sabretooth, bro?
Oh, he's great. He's just a great actor. He has he has a heavy dark presence about him. He's awesome. I would have liked to have seen him in Logan, but
Yeah.
But I understand why they kept them out because they didn't want any connections to Origins.
Right.
Yeah, absolute terrible movie. It's very campy. Like there was a lot of action, but it was very cheesy. And then even that scene with the Blob, like before he's the Blob, he has like a tattoo of like a hula girl or something, of a girl like on his arm. And then when he gains weight and becomes the Blob, the girl on his the tattoo on his arm becomes a fat girl. Like it doesn't even stretch. It's literally drawn like a fat girl now. So I don't know how that happened, but yeah, utter shit movie. What else? The only cool thing they got right was casting Ryan Reynolds, our guest next week, as Deadpool.
Yeah, the guy there.
And then they don't even treat him right at the end. They turn him into some weird amalgamation of all these different characters. He has all these powers, and they sew his mouth shut. But yeah, shit movie. What's after that?
The Wolverine.
Okay, I like the Wolverine. I said what I had to say about the Wolverine. I like the sidekick in that chick. Yuriko, is that Yuriko or whatever? Yeah, she was cool.
To me, it was.
I like
the end battle was terrible against that giant.
Why? Why was it bad? What the fuck? Like X-Men never fought for robots or guys in armor before?
Shit.
Everyone complains about that shit. They're like, oh, I liked it up until he fought the guy in the robot outfit. It's like, and you're talking about you in colorful yellow, purple, pink outfits fighting the Shi'ar. So what is horrible about Wolverine fighting a dude in like an armored fucking suit?
I don't know.
It's so crazy.
It was like a whack Iron Man, Ironmonger bullshit. They should have just been Silver Samurai in the fucking outfit, and that's it. And I'm sticking to it. Some shit you're just gonna have to figure out.
He already fucked up Silver Surfer. Hold on, no, he already messed up the Silver Surfer. Fuck it, Silver Surfer, Silver Samurai dude. He already fucked him up.
Another fucking movie, please.
Okay, what's next? All right, what's after that?
Then you got the other trilogy.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
You got on.
Which one?
You got First Class, Days of the Future Past, and this new piece of shit. I loved First Class.
Oh, First Class. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, that was such an awesome movie. Like, especially after like those down years with those shit movies.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, I just went to go see it. I wasn't even excited to go see it. I was like, it's an X-Men movie. I'll go see it. And then I'm like, holy shit. Kevin Bacon was excellent as the villain.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with like him torturing, like sadistically torturing young Eric, like to get him to activate his powers was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love sadistic characters that torture little kids. So I fell in love right there. No, but the best scene is, oh my God, is when is fucking Magneto Nazi hunter. Yeah. Holy shit, when he went after all the Nazis and like he went into that bar. Yeah. Dude, come on. I was sold, man. That was such a good movie. Except, changing the original lineup of the First Mutants, but I guess they had to if they wanted to stay in continuity with the rest of the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was excellent. Except some of the effects at the end of the movie were kind of No, but you know what I love is them placing the X-Men in the 60s. Against an actual historical backdrop. Yeah, making an actual period piece was friggin' cool. And then after that, Days of Future Past, you hated that movie. I thought it was amazing. And dude, I loved Apocalypse. I don't get the hate for Apocalypse.
Apocalypse sucked. I couldn't even get through that.
I thought Poe Dameron was better as Apocalypse than anything in his career.
You're so nuts, bro.
I thought it was an excellent Apocalypse.
I watched that movie and then went, I think I'm gonna watch something else now, and then just turned it off.
What was wrong with it? That Quicksilver scene is classic.
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool. It was a cool scene. The whole I don't know. I thought that the Apocalypse was just not handled well. He was like, I'm gonna destroy mankind because stuff. Okay.
Really, bro? He's gonna destroy mankind because he came back. He didn't like the way what mankind was doing to the world. He believes he's the apex friggin' predator. He should be on top. Mutants should be running things. humans are the weaker species. That's why he's going to destroy the world and then take over and make it in his image. Really?
Kev's Matrix, take the face out, see y'all. Yeah, no, sorry, bro. You don't, you know, nah. That's that.
I don't care if nobody agrees with me.
That movie is a bunch of scenes. That's like a bunch.
I'm gonna leave this fucking podcast and go watch it, and think of all of you while I watch it,
man,
and rub mayo on my nipples. All right, anyway.
So then, and then you have the Logan and this new movie. Logan was, like I said before, was great, except I just thought it was kind of boring. Whatever. And then this new movie.
Listen, I love the father-son dynamic of Logan. That was huge. That was about like fathers and sons, and Wolverine as a father, a reluctant father, eventually taking on the responsibility of having a daughter.
You know what?
And he actually accepts her at the end. It was about family, bro.
Here's the one thing that I think took me out of that movie completely: Wolverine versus Wolverine, which I think is fucking stupid.
Oh my god! Stupid. Get over it.
It's stupid.
Gives a shit.
Who gives a shit? It's just fucking stupid, bro. Like, okay, we have this guy has a fucking million villains to fight. He could have fought the fucking Reavers in that movie. Instead, he fights clone Wolverine. The fuck out of here. Anyways,
a more vicious, mindless, younger version of himself. That was terrifying.
You know what's even more terrifying? A fucking Sabretooth.
I would hate to fight a younger version of myself.
Oh God, anything but that. Christ,
we talked about this. Sabretooth brings Omega Red. Now we get into Omega Red looks like the villain from the Wolverine at the end. Just as cheesy. He's gonna have some friggin' metal dude with friggin' tentacles fight him in Logan.
No, so instead it's Hugh Jackman fighting himself. Whatever. Anyways.
Okay. A clone. There's clones. His young daughter is a clone. It's about clones.
Fuck the
Attack
clones.
of the Clones, man.
I hated this shit too. All right. Let's see. Before we sign off here, I think we have one other thing going on. Okay, the next Batman movie is going to have 6 villains in it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Tentatively with thumbs up. Tentatively. I'm like this. You know, the fact that they have...
It's going to have multiple villains?
6 villains. 6 villains. You're looking at Catwoman, Two-Face, Catwoman, Two-Face, Firefly, the Penguin, Catwoman, Two-Face, Firefly, the Penguin. Fuck. There's 3 villains. Wait, that's 4, 5, 6. 2 villains I'm missing here.
So this shit is going to be action-packed, man. You've seen what they did with the last Batman, what they could do now, the way he friggin' fights and the way he moves. They're going to continue that, and he's going to be friggin' taking on a friggin' whole team of bad guys. Really? We're apprehensive about that? How many Batman movies have we had already? Let's see something crazy, something new. He takes on a whole crew of bad guys who team up. Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, that Batman from fucking the warehouse scene, if they can make him like that and he takes on all the villains like that, yeah, hell's yeah. Firefly's awesome, by the way. I always loved that villain, man.
So that's cool. Yeah, I guess.
Was he in the comics originally, or did he begin with the animated series? Was he like an animated series creation?
That's a good question. Let's look it up.
Because that's where I first was introduced to him. He was awesome.
Firefly, Batman. Firefly, Batman villain. Let's see.
Yeah, the Riddler's in it too. I don't know. I'm not that big of a Riddler fan. He's okay. I mean,
Detective Comics 184. Riddler's going to be the main villain.
Oh, okay. So
Riddler's going to be like...
Maybe I should go hunt down that issue, buy it now, and then save it for 45 years, and hopefully it'll be worth something. It'll be worth $200.
Oh God. Everyone, next week we got the fucking guy has a link to Susan's man, Mr. Zachary Venerable. He's a venerable guest. So tune in next week to see him. Ask him all the fucking questions you want. I will. I'll talk to him in the green room before we go.
Listen, we gotta be respectful of the dude. Like, let him talk about what he wants to talk about, If he wants to get into it, we'll get into it about all the controversy and shit. If he doesn't, fine, whatever. We'll talk shop. But you know what I mean? Because this is like dirty pool. This whole situation.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. We're not bitches either. Like, we're not going to hold back and be PC and avoid any of the the heavy subjects. But we want to be respectful to our guests too, right? I guess.
Number one, and number two, that was what got him to want to come on the show. Was he was like, "Yo, you guys are like a lot more crazy than every other YouTuber that's out there." And we're gonna end the show by saying this: our channel grows very slowly. Red Cup Review. We have fun doing the live shows. It doesn't grow as fast as other channels because this is not a family-friendly channel, and we kind of rely on you guys to kind of spread the word because we try not to hold back, but that's going to cause a problem with the YouTube algorithm, and it's going to cause a problem with the people of the world that want a nice, wholesome, family-friendly comic book talk, and we don't do that shit here. We just kind of let it fly.
Oh my god! Do you want us to be another cheesy comic book show with posers who pretend they like this
and shills
stuff and act all professional? Hey, how you doing? Oh, the latest issue of Batman's out. It's great. Yeah, no, we're.
Yeah, you mentioned being a shill recently, and we're not shills here. If I think something sucks, and if stuff like that is going to hurt me when it comes to going to other companies, like Boss Fight Studios wanted to be a sponsor of the show, and the lady won't even return my emails now out of nowhere after being like, yeah, definitely, and I'm going to send you a bunch of so she pretty much wrote me the fuck off.
Dude, you win some, you lose some, man.
No, that's fine, but then it's going to be more of a it's going to need the fan base to kind of help lift us up, because a lot of people do this stuff for like free stuff, and then when I get free stuff I usually review it and then just give it away. But we're not going to be able to do that if we have to. First of all, I don't want to have to turn this into like a fucking Disney show, even though I love Disney. I just I don't want to have to do that. So whatever, guys, it is what it is. Anyway,
we'll find a way around it, man, without having to compromise ourselves, man.
I'm not trying to do that. That's something I'm really not. Rob, just a fan. Caffeine will kill you. We don't want to turn this show, which is more Batman Returns. We don't want to turn this into Batman Forever. Maybe the action scenes. Other than that,
exactly.
Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us. Make sure to tune in next week. Go join. I know Roger's a fan doesn't do Facebook, but if you're on Facebook, join the official Red Cup Review community. We're going to be changing the name to probably just the Red Cup Review soon, but we have to get the other page first. That's happening this week. So check out our buddy Nick Knack. Nick Knack wasn't with us this week. Nick Knack's going to take a little bit of a hiatus. He's in timeout. Nah, just kidding. Nick Knack will be back soon. Not sooner than
check out his show. Is he doing Thursdays now? Is he set for Thursdays?
Planet is doing Thursdays, I believe, at 10 o'clock Eastern, which is 8 o'clock Central, and he has his live show now. That's not why he's not on here. He's just going to do his own thing now and focus more on his channel, and we need to support him because Nick Knack is our buddy, man. He's our buddy. So go subscribe to Nick Knack's Plastic Planet if you haven't already. Paradox Nerd. Batman Statue Collector had me on his show. He's going to be coming on here soon, too, so you guys can go check him out. And obviously come back here to watch us talk shit and shop next week with you lovely, lovely people.
Oh, when's Kyle coming back? Kyle's the man.
Kyle's not going to be back until after San Diego. Kyle will come back to talk San Diego Comic-Con stuff with us after San Diego because he's like...
Oh, that's dope. He's going, right? So, perfect.
He's going there, and then he's going to be... they're talking about sending him overseas to go inspect factories in China and shit. So he's going to be busy for a while.
Robert's just a fan. If you're going to that Florida SuperCon, let's meet up, bro. We'll grab a beer or something. Since we're from he's from Cutler Bay, dude. The beginning of Cutler Bay is across the street where I'm at. So
there you go. That's awesome. So, anyways, I tip my hat to you guys, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Baz, don't go anywhere. Everybody else, we will see you next week with our special guest. All right. Take care. Brush your hair. See you then.